who can come over here to check the topic we discussed last week? Any volunteers? Please mark the topic we discussed last week. Okay, thank you. Please be seated. All right. Then the next task is put true or false in the boxes of the following items. Essentially, this is a true or false question. In Chinese, it's 是非题. Okay, 是非题, true or false question. I also need a volunteer to indicate which is true, which is false. We discussed essentialist definitions, the so-called from left to right definitions last week. Okay, do I have a volunteer who can help me? Thanks, Michelle. Could you indicate which one is true, which one is false? Okay, thank you. Can I have another volunteer? Huang Yi? Are you Huang Yi? No, you are Chen Zhongting. Okay, Chen Zhongting, could you also tell us which one is true, which one is false? Can you come over here to tell us as a 是非题? How would you indicate which one is correct, which one is incorrect in a 是非题? True or false? 是非题. So tell us which one is correct, which one is incorrect. Mark which one is correct as a 是非题, as a true or false question. 是非题. Okay. Put it right here. Which one is correct, which is incorrect. Okay, thank you. Okay, I just did a little test. I'm going to use these as an example later for our topic today, which is how to mark your ballots. How to mark your ballots when you vote. That's our topic today. But there are many different ways to mark things, to indicate your preference, right? There are many different ways. Let me first address the answers without paying attention to the marks they expressed, okay? It's correct. Essentialist definitions are unattainable. Essentialist definitions are from left to right. What is a bird? A bird has feathers, a bird can fly, a bird has beak, and so forth. But as we interpret definitions, we usually do it from right to left. It doesn't mean that the definition from right to left is correct or not. It simply means we tend to interpret things from right to left. In other words, using prototype theory, focusing on what's the central example, what's the best example, what's the peripheral example. That's why the students, both of them, made the right choice. Essentialist or objectivist definitions are unattainable. It's not possible. So they put false here and true here. I'll address how you indicate true or false later. I was hoping that one of you would mark true or false as this way. How would you mark true or false? Correct or incorrect? Okay. Zoltan, could you come over here to mark which one is correct and which one is incorrect? Yeah, which one's correct? Which statement is correct? Mark it. Which one is correct, which is incorrect? Okay, thank you. All right. Let's move over here. The next question is, someone asked me if I'm going to labels or names are important. Contrary to what Juliet said, what's in a name? That in a rose with any other language would smell as sweet. That's a very naive expression. If a rose is not called rose, but called something that looks ugly, you probably wouldn't think rose looks very fragrant or smells fragrant. In other words, I only use Romeo and Juliet as an example to show that Juliet is very naive. In other words, names, definitions, or labels are very important. That was my point last week. All right? Now, I just want to use this as an example. The topic we discussed last week is, I want you to indicate your choice, right? Juliet just used the check mark to show that this is what we discussed last week. Is there any other way to make your choice? Okay, Juliet, could you indicate your choice again in a different way? Um, okay. Let's do it again. What does this mean then? Okay, so that's a new generation's icon, new way of expressing things. See, I was totally surprised because I expected you to mark something like this. In other words, in some culture, when you indicate which one is your choice, you put an X next to the right answer. In some culture, for example, in American culture, you see it's done frequently this way, right? So that's why when Zobata indicated which one is correct, which one is incorrect, he sort of mixed the two sets of symbols. In our culture, how would you answer true or false questions? 是非题, true or false. If it's true, you mark. If it's true, what do you mark? Yes, if it's true, you make a circle. If it's false, you put an X. You put an X. That's true or false. In Chinese culture, when we when we answer true or false questions. But interestingly, because I already said put true or false in the boxes of the following items. You know, Michelle didn't write in something like this, right? She simply put F there. She also put a T there. Chen Zhongping did exactly the same thing. It's probably because I sort of led you to write in T or F. If I didn't say it this way, if I simply say, tell me which statement is correct, you probably would have put circle or X's next to it. Would you, Michelle? Probably not. Because she's from the English department. Probably that made a difference. I don't know. Anyway, okay, I just use this as an example to show you different cultures have different preferences when we mark things as our best choice or the correct answer. Okay, during the break, I'm going to show Stone how you can find out topic we're going to address is Florida vote conflict debate. Do you know when is the next presidential election in the U.S.? November 6th is the election day. Okay. Let's talk about this case of political conflict. Again, in order to stimulate your interest, I started by asking you how you will mark your choice. Please check the box for the scholarships you are applying for. Now, if you receive a form like this, how would you indicate your preference for the type of scholarships you're applying for? Would you put a check like this, or a tick, an X, or a circle? Let me do a survey. Those of you who would check the appropriate scholarships you're applying for, please raise your hand. Okay, thank you. Those of you who will place a X next to or in the parentheses to indicate that's your choice, please raise your hand. Okay, actually, I did that about 50 years ago. I did that because I was in the U.S. for many, many years, and I had picked up their habit of checking their preferences. But now, after I came back to Taiwan, I started to use check. I've changed my habit. Those of you who would put a circle, please raise your hand to indicate that's the scholarship you're applying for. Nobody. All right? That's true or false question. Write true or false. We already did it. And you know how to do it if they say put T or F in the boxes to show whether it's true or false. You all know how to do it. But we also know in our culture, we use circle and X, right? To indicate true or false. I think you have all played this game before. Tic-tac-toe. Right? Okay, now, I would like you to describe how to play the tic-tac-toe game in your language. Okay? How do you play tic-tac-toe in your language? Let's try it in English. Describe how to play tic-tac-toe in English to your partner. Choose a partner and describe in English how to play tic-tac-toe. Choose a partner. Just pair up. I just need what? Pair up with somebody to describe in English how to play tic-tac-toe. here can describe how to play tic-tac-toe to all of us.
No.
We have some international students here. I'm very curious about, different groups, different ways of describing how to play this game. Let's start from Malaysia. Stone, can you describe this game in the Malaysian way of playing tic-tac-toe? Should come over here.
First, you have to pick a symbol, cross or a circle, and then second, you have to take turns to put your symbol on the 9 squares. So whoever symbol is make the line like 3 symbols together, and then he or she will walk.
Okay, thank you. Let's invite our Indonesian group. How do Indonesians play tic-tac-toe?
Usually we start by making a square 3 times 3, and then each of player throw a symbol on it, usually a circle or a cross, and then the first one to form a line is the winner.
Okay, thank you. Let's find out from our Mongolian representative.
My country, just before we play, we prepare these lines, cross-up lines. Then, of course, the one player should start. And if the first player choose this X, then he will put the next player. Then it means next player should them up the 0. Then they will put them here just like this. But we play just in the diagonal way, otherwise in vertical way, otherwise in horizontal way. Then if the first person put just maybe the continuous 0 or just continuous X, that's the winner.
Okay, thank you. I noticed that some of you describe this symbol as circle. Some says it's 0, right? And some says this is an X. Some says it's a cross. Okay. Now let's hear from our local Taiwanese representatives.